So Matt Reeves has just put out a screen test from the new Batman film on Twitter, and with it we get our first look at the new Batsuit. But what information can we get out of the design? Let's talk about that right now. Hello everybody and welcome back to another movie news video. My name is Joker and today we're tearing apart the screen test for the new Batman movie to see what kind of information we can gather from the design of the new Batsuit. And just like that, we have a screen test for the new Batman movie that gives us a small glimpse of the design of the Batsuit, and I knew this was coming. I knew once 2020 rolled around and production started last month in January that, eventually they would start showing off stuff like the suit and the car, but I didn't expect it to be a quick screen test such as this. As we're all aware, when Ben Affleck was given the role of Batman and his suit was shown online, we just got stock images of the suit and the car all in one take. So getting a screen test is a little bit of a different way of going about it, but hey, I got to see the suit, at least part of it, so I'm happy. But what information can we gather from this suit? Well, what we can tell from this short video that was put online, the suit is a very different look, as most of the Batsuits are, but I like the way they went with this for a lot of different reasons. The look and design of this suit does have a bit of a sharp, edgy, almost body armor impenetrable style look to it, which I guess makes a lot of sense for the timeline that this Batman movie is taking place in. As we've seen in other movies such as the Dark Knight trilogy from Christopher Nolan, a younger Batman typically has more of a stronger body armored suit. And as the Batman gets older throughout many of the movies, comics, cartoon series, you name it, the suit does begin to start turning into a softer leather material that he can easily move around in. Very similar to the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight series, where the younger Batman in Batman Begins and The Dark Knight is wearing more of a body armored styled suit, more so to protect from knives and gunfire, whereas if he gets older, as in Batman and Superman and Justice League, we have Ben Affleck's Batman, who is playing an older Batman in his probably early to mid 50s, where you can see the suit is very soft, probably a Kevlar material, something that's more easy to move around in since he's gotten older. We can also see this in a lot of the Arkham games, like Arkham Knight for example. Even though it's not necessarily a younger Batman, the farther the game goes in, the more heavily armored his suit gets, which is one of the things I wanted to bring up. When we look at this suit, one of the things that everyone wants to look at is the Bat logo on the chest. This one is extremely different from anything we've really seen before. However, looking at it at first glance, you'll notice that the little bat design that they have in the chest there is a very thin and whited out bat. Very different from the Dark Knight Returns style bat that we had on Ben Affleck's Batsuit. This one is more so similar to the Arkham series, more specifically Arkham Asylum. The bat design changed as the games progressed, but in this first game it was a very slim bat, and from this you can tell that there's a little bit of some inspiration there. It's almost up there closer to the Dark Knight Batsuit bat, just because it is a slimmer, smaller design as opposed to the Batman vs. Superman bat that was on Ben Affleck's chest. However, this design in total is very different from anything we've seen in the on-screen Batman performances. I'm not exactly sure what's going on inside the bat logo though. As you can see, it is indented and it does look like the bat itself comes out. I'm not exactly sure how this is supposed to function. Perhaps Matt Reeves is taking a page out of Spider-Man Homecoming and saying that maybe it's a drone of some sort, a bat drone as opposed to a spider drone with Spider-Man. And that's not something we haven't seen before. At least in the Arkham games, you could have an electronic batarang which you could throw and remotely move your way around the map with it. So that could potentially be something we see. I don't know why it wouldn't be anything that he just keeps on his utility belt. So maybe that's what they're going for with this, because Robert Pattinson is playing a younger Batman. Perhaps his suit is built with more tech to protect himself against all kinds of enemies he might be facing. As we all know, he's the world's greatest detective. He always has contingency plans. So it wouldn't be that far off to think that he might have some device embedded in the chest part to either protect from extra gunfire or to get out of certain situations. But as we move up from the chest area and up into the cowl area that we see in the screen test, we can see that it still took another page out of the Arkham Batman series, and that's only because if you notice, it is a very slimming cowl that he has on, and it is a dark shot. It's not very easy to see everything, but from what I could see, it is a very slimming area around the jawline, and as it moves up toward the top of the head, it does seem to be more heavily armored, especially near the top where the bat ears are. So it's almost as if he's preparing himself to take falls from heavy distances, or just, like a basic bike riding helmet, just having more protection up top than he has down here. And the reason I say that this is more of an Arkham design is because it does slightly remind me of the Arkham Origins Batman suit, where the cowl was very thin, had a bigger, rougher top, because it was a new Batman starting out, so he wanted to have a lot of body armor on to protect himself. So from this video as a whole, I can gather, at least in my personal opinion, that this is supposed to be a younger Batman, as they've already stated. So this is a younger Batman starting out. He wants to protect himself as best he can, so this is a new Batsuit put together from as much much tough armor as he can find so he can have extra chest protection, possibly more head protection as well as any of the lower body. We haven't seen the rest of it yet. And as we can see from the cape, it does seem to be more of just a basic fabric design. I don't know if it's going to be a leather design as we've seen in some of the Batman movies, but from what I can see from the shot, it looks like it's just a standard fabric. I don't know if it's going to be tear resistant or anything like that to go along with the rest of the what looks like an indestructible Batsuit. The concept of the suit is very similar to that of the Christopher Nolan Batsuit. It is very armorized and very real. The indention of the Batsuit is a very new design. I haven't seen that before, perhaps in a comic maybe, but I like that they're taking changes to original ideas that have already been implanted. And I mean, most of the Batsuits that we've seen in the past have been original ideas, yes, but a lot of the little parts of it have been taken from older designs that we've seen in the past. In this case, with the new Robert Pattinson suit, it looks like it's been taking some stuff out of the Christopher Nolan series with the Dark Knight suit, as well as some looks from the Arkham video game series. Now, that's not a problem. It creates its own different type of suit, and I'm all here for it. But what I really want to see is the car. Is this suit going to be matched up with the car? Are they going to look like they're from the same area, or is the car going to look completely different from the suit? But I imagine by this point, it won't be long before Matt Reeves decides to unveil the Batsuit in its full entirety on Twitter or in a press release of some sort with full images of the entirety of the suit, as well as the Batmobile to go with it. But what do you guys think of this Batsuit? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Does this seem something that's new and innovative, or do you think that this is a design we've seen before and you wish they would have gone with a different way of designing the suit? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd really like to talk about it. But until Matt Reeves decides to unveil anything else, whether it's another screen test, more character costume designs, or the Batmobile itself, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Remember, if you like what you saw, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see more movie news videos, or if you'd like to see anything else. But until then, and as always, I will see you guys next time.